Okay, am I audible? I just give a thumbs. Okay. Okay, so now we can begin. So okay, so if you have already solved this question, you can vote in the poll. So once you guys are done, we'll start discussing this question. Okay. So just try to solve it and vote in the poll. Okay. Okay, let's try to solve this. So so we'll try to do one by one. For each line, we'll try to understand what it will do, and then we'll move forward. So first line is move ECX 06. So it will write 6 to the register ECX. So ECX is equal to 06. Now the second is clear the direction flag. So it will set the direction flag to 0. Okay. This thing we don't need in this question, but okay. And the third line is, so what this do is it will check in ECX. So unless this ECX is not 0, it will be incrementing, right? So it will stop once the ECX is 0. So since we know that the code is reached to this point, move AL01. So since it has moved to this part from this one, from the third line, so we know that ECX is equals to 0, or EL is equal, CL is equals to 0. So the question says is when we are executing this particular line, do we can we determine the value in CX? So can we determine it or not? We can, right? So this question is for the like the correct answer for this question is false. Is it clear, or if you have any doubt, you can just ask.
What is CLD does?
CLD will it will set the distance flag to 0. So this doesn't make sense here, but if you are doing some question where you're comparing it with some number, we'll see that type of question in like moving forward. So you'll get to know about what exactly we do.
Okay.
Here, basically the third line is ref move SB. So what it does, it will be like the loop will be going on until this ECX is equals to 0. So what it do is it will check for it, and then it will increment the ECX, and once this ECX is equals to 0, it will go to the next line.
Okay.
So it will repeat until ECX equals to 0. Okay. And with that, it is also decrementing the ECX. So basically, this move what it does, it will stops when ECX is when CL is equals to 0. So if we know that it moves to the next line of the code, so we know that ECL is equals to 0. Okay. Okay, so can we move to next question? If you're not speaking anything, you can just please mute yourself. Manoj Kumar, there is some noise coming from your end.
Yes, we can move.
Yes. Okay, this is the second question. So this is not an option-based question. So you can just write the answer in the chat instead of. So we'll not be creating any poll for this question. So you can just write the answer in the chat. Okay. So try to solve this question and then we'll discuss. So once you are done, you can just write the answers in the chat. Okay, let's try to do it. So, so this was the memory segment. So like not memory segment, extra segment. So how this is how the data is stored, right? So now we have this code and we have to tell what is the value of ECX after executing this code, right? So the first line is move AL 47. So it will move 47 into AL. Now we have the direction index, so a destination index. So it will start from, so here it says it will start from this one. So the direction, it will start from this particular address, whatever address is there for this one. This is the start address. And then we'll be moving 21 to ECX. So ECX equals to 21. Now here we have to be careful about this TDX. So here the direction flag is equals to 0 because we are clearing it, right? So what does this do is CLD means direction flag is equals to 0 and STD means direction flag is equals to 1. So since the direction flag is equals to 0, so we'll be checking in this direction. We'll start from this 96 and we'll move in upward direction. And if that would have been 1, so it then in that case we would have moved in this direction. Okay. So for this one we will be moving in this direction. Now we have to check if it is whenever it is equals to 47. So here it says if it is equals to 47, we have to stop there. So first so what this particular command does it. So it will compare with whatever is there in AL. So compare with AL. Then it will increase the source index, right? So it will so EDL will increment by 1, and then it will decrease ECX by 1. So these are the set of instruction which this particular command will do, right? So this will correspond to these 3 instructions. So it will start from 96. Now it will compare with 96. Then it will increment this address to this one, and that ECX will decrement. So after the first comparison, ECX will equals to 20, right? Now it will again compare it with 11. So it will compare with 11 and then it is not 47. So still it will change the address to from this one to the next one, which is this one, 47. And it will again decrease this ECX. So ECX will equals to Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Okay, so after second comparison, it will decrement it by to 19, right? Now again, it will compare to 47. So again, since it's like it is satisfying the condition, still it will decrement the ECX by 1. So even though it satisfies or not, these three instructions will be performed one by one. Okay. So after this third comparison, we got this 47, and the value of ECX is 18, right? So the answer for this question is 18. Is it clear?
So the EDI will increment also, right?
Yeah, everything will increment.
So
I
if
mean,
we
all three instruction will perform. It will not like even if it satisfies it, still it will perform all three instructions.
need to find the address of the found element, we need to like EDI
Yeah, it
minus
will.
one.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So it will go to the next address. Also, the surprise test link is there in the chat, so make sure to attempt it
Um,
and submit the answers. Okay.
but its status is like no longer accepting the responses. So just do check that.
Okay, let me check it. Okay, meanwhile, you can try solving this question. I'm checking.
Okay.
I have created a poll for this question, so you can just vote in the poll once you are done solving it. Okay. Can you check the form once if it is working or not now? Please check and let me know if it is working.
Working.
Yes.
Okay, so make sure to submit it before the session ends. Okay. Okay, let's try to solve this. So we're going like one by one instructions. So the first instruction says is move ECX n. So it will move n to ECX. So ECX is equals to capital N. Now we have move EX x. So it will move x to EX. Now this is a label, so we can ignore it for now. Now this is multiply x. So it will multiply to AEX, right? So AEX is equals to x square. Now it says to decrement the ECX. So ECX will be equal to n minus 1. Now it says when ECX is not equals to 0, jump to this label. So it will go again to this particular label. So again, all these instructions will be performing one by one. So again, this will ECX will equals to x cube, and again this will be like this will mostly be like the loops. So and the count will be decided from this ACX. So it was x before, and now we are multiplying x n times to it, right? Because ACX is n. So basically, we are multiplying x bar n to this AX. So finally, this EAX will equals to x into x bar n, which is nothing but x bar n plus 1. So the correct option for this question is A. Is it clear to everyone?
Ma'am, can you please explain that Z and Z label part?
You mean this J and Z, right?
Yes, yes.
So what it will do is it will jump to whatever level is there. It could be anything. So whatever level is there, it will be already defined somewhere. So this level correspond to this particular address, this 0x02. Okay. So it will jump to the label if ECX is not equal to 0. So once it equals to 0, it will not follow this. It will move to the next part. Okay. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
And finally, we are moving this ACX to A. So like finally the answer is will be there in the variable A. So it will become A equals to x bar n plus 1. Is it clear to everyone? Just give a thumbs up. Okay, so we have a sub question, sub part of the same question. So try to solve this as well. Try to solve this and you can write the answer in the chat, okay? So take your time and try to solve it. So once you're done, you can just write in the chat whatever answer you are getting, okay? Okay, let's try to solve it. So earlier we had this variable n, now we have the value for this n, which is 4. So what it will do is, so we'll try to do this instruction one by one for this, okay? So just give me a second. Okay, so first thing it will do is, it will move, basically it will perform the first instruction, which is there in the 00 address. So it will run one time, then the second instruction will be performed, right? So we have two instruction pointer will So for these two instructions, the total 2 time it will change, right? So first it was here and then it will come to this part. Now after that it will be going to this loop. Now for how many times this loop will be performing? How many time it will run? 4 times. And for each loop, how many instructions are there? 3. So total we have 12. Because this 3 line will be there for 4 times. So total we have 12. And lastly, we have this last instruction, which is 1. So total we have 2 plus 12 and plus 1, which is 15, right? Is it clear to everyone? So it will start normally for first and second instruction. After that, it will enter the loop. So this loop will be running for 4 times. And for each time, there is 3 instructions. So total we have 12 and then last line, so we'll have 1 more. So total 15 times the instruction pointer will change, right? Is it clear?
Can you explain like why 2 at the top?
Because we have 2 instructions before this loop, right? So first this instruction will be performing and the second this instruction is there, right?
But EIP is already at 0, right? So it will be
Yeah, but
updated.
it will move to this, right? From 0 0 it will move to 1 and then from 1 it will move to 2.
Okay, okay.
So lastly it will be somewhere else, not 5, right? So we are counting that one there. So after the last instruction will be performing, the instructor pointer will point to the next address, not this 05, right? Is it clear? Just a reminder for the surprise test, just fill it before the session ends, okay? And the session will end around 7, okay? Okay, so since we are already done with the practice assignment, we'll be practicing few questions related to the same concepts. So, okay, we'll start with this one. So you can just try solving it.
For the quiz, we just need to submit the photocopy of that solution. Okay, na?
Sorry,
For the
uh,
quiz,
there is some background noise coming from your end.
can you hear me?
Yeah, now you're audible.
Yeah, just need to submit the photocopy, take a photo and upload the picture of that solution
Yes, you
in
have to
the.
submit the answer there as well as you have to submit the handwritten solution file as well.
Okay, okay, yes.
Okay, so make sure to submit that. And meanwhile, you can try solving this question as well, okay? So I'm creating the poll for this question. Try to solve. Okay, I've created the poll for this question. So once you are done, go and vote in the poll as well. Okay. Okay, let's try to solve this. So this is similar to the first question which was there for the practice assignment. So we already know that if we are moving, if we reach this line of the instruction, last line, that means we are already exiting this loop, right? That means that ECX is equals to 0. So what this instruction do is, so if we have this repeat move string byte, so what it will do is, it will continue continue moving the strings until ECX is equals to 0. So if we know we have reached the next part of the next line of the code, next line of the instruction, so we already know that ECX is equals to 0. So the correct option for this question is C. Is it clear how we are getting it? It's similar to the first question we did. So there we had a true and false, and here we have to find the value of ECX. So is it clear? Okay, let's try one more question. Okay, so similar to the what we do. Okay, try solving this question. So there is something different from what we have already done. So just try to solve it. So this is nothing but the, so it will start from here. So these are all the memory addresses one by one. Okay. And this is the program, and we have to find the value of ECX. Okay. Just try to solve it. Okay. And it will start from 10. Okay. So it will start from the starting. Okay, try to solve this. I'm creating the poll for this one now. So the poll has been created for this question. So once you're done solving it, you can just go and vote in the poll. Okay. Okay, let's try to solve this. So here we have AL equals to, so we're moving 99 to AL. So basically we have to scan for 99. Now this EDI, so basically destination index will starting from the start. So here we have 10 and the count we have is ECX, which is equals to 5. We are clearing the direction flag, so we'll be moving like this. So we'll start from 10 and we'll be moving in downward direction. Because it is not specified in this question, so we'll assume that the direction will increase if we go from like in downward direction. Okay. Now we have to scan for 99, right? So what it will do is it will keep scanning until we find 99. So it will start from 10 and it will increment one by one, and then it will scan for 99. Basically, we have to find 99 in this series. So it will start from 10, it will compare, and then it will decrement the ECX. So since 99 is not there, so what should be the value of ECX? So it will compare how many times? 5 times. And the value for ECX is 5. So what should be the value of ECX if the required element is not there? The required string is not there, right? So what should be the value of ECX?
0.
Yeah, it should be 0. So the correct answer for this question is 0. Is it clear to everyone? Why it is 0?
Here, as it is 6 value, it is 5 there. So it will start from the 10 and we will reach up to 50. So it will only count for the 5 numbers only. No? That is
Yeah, it will.
my thoughts.
Yeah, it will compare. It will scan for each of these numbers, but since 99 is not there, it will reach to 0, and then it will stop the loop, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay, let's move to next question then. Okay, try to solve this one now. Also, don't forget to submit that surprise test. Okay, it will be considered for the bonus mark. Okay. Okay, the poll has been created for this one. So once we are done, just go and vote in the poll. Okay. So the similar question we did, there is some minute change. So just try to solve it and just vote in the poll. Okay. Okay, let's try to solve this. So it will start from here. So first we'll be moving n to ECX. So ECX is equals to n. Now we are moving 1 to EAX. So EX is equals to 1. Now it will start from here. So we have multiplying x. So whatever we are multiplying, it will get multiplied to AEX, right? So here EAX will equals to 1 into x. Now we are decrementing this ECX. ECX will equals to n minus 1. Now it will jump on non-zero. So since until this ECX is not equals to 0, it will jump to this particular address. It will again we have to multiply this x to it, and then again this will decrement it. And lastly, we are storing whatever is there in EAX to A. So A is equals to EAX. So what should be the value in A? So we have this loop which is multiplying x basically, and it will multiply n times. So this loop is multiplying x n times, which is nothing but we are multiplying x bar capital N, right? We are multiplying this to whatever is there in EAX. And what we have in EAX? 1. So the final thing we have in EAX is 1 into x bar n. So it is nothing but x bar n. And that we are moving into A. So A is nothing but x bar n. So the correct option for this question is A. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, this was the last question for today's session. So if you have doubt in any of the question we did, you can just ask, or else we'll be ending the session. Okay. Have you guys submitted the surprise test form?
Yes, submitted.
Just give a thumbs up if you have submitted it. Okay, great. Okay, thank you all for joining. We'll meet next week. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.